Good morning. Welcome in. So, day 2 of recording myself speaking on camera. Practicing, I guess. Let me grab my coffee. Because I cannot live without my coffee. Anywhoosies, so I'm sitting in the studio. If you've never been here before, here it is. And this morning I had a really profound journaling session, and that usually happens when I'm journaling. So I just want to talk about that for a little bit, because I am reading The Untethered Soul. And yesterday I read in the book, oh no, this might be leaking. I read in the book how the samskaras that lie in our heart chakra is what blocks us, and those are usually labeled as, past wounds, past trauma, stuff like that. And then I had this realization. So last night I prayed to my angels, and I was like, angels, please release all the samskaras that are, keeping my heart blocked, and release those from me so I can have a pure, open heart again. I honestly don't remember the last time my heart was actually open. So then also in the book it was talking about how basically how important it is to keep our hearts open and pure, and to never, ever, ever let anything or anybody or any situation or anything like that close off your heart space. And I know that I do that often because I open my heart to somebody and then they betray me, or the birdies are here to say hi. Hello, birdies. And if you don't know, you know that I speak bird. So, closing my heart. What was I just saying? Closing my heart off. So I'll open my heart to somebody, and then I'll feel betrayed or abandoned, or my self-worth, plummets, and I can't handle it. So I either run or I freak out, or all of these different things happen, but not realizing that those are things that are keeping my heart actually closed, and to never allow those situations to close your heart. So it's about, surrendering and keeping your heart open, and, whatever's meant for you will stay, and whatever rejection is God's protection. So it's a really hard concept to understand, especially if you've been so wounded in your life. So anyway, I had this realization as I was journaling, and I was I reclaim my heart space. I don't allow anybody to take my love from me or to close my love off to somebody, and I am free to love and be loved. And I reclaim that power in my heart space. So I kept journaling that. And then I was I need to see with my heart. And then the eye of the heart. And then the spiritual heart. And then I was oh my God, it's Mary Magdalene and Jesus. And then I heard Jesus giggling because I had the awakening of all of the teachings that he is trying to teach us. And it's all coming together. Everything. My yoga background, all of the soul practices, the soul lessons, so the hardships, everything totally makes sense. We have to be triggered. We have to go through these things, these heartaches, heartbreaks, hardships. We need to be dragged through the mud in order to come back to this space that I like, this realization that I'm having right now is to open our hearts to the infinite possibilities of everything, because we stay so attached to outcomes and to people and to all of these things. And now I'm learning how to detach from these things, these people, these scenarios, these places, all of these things, because home is really where the heart is. And, we can't have expectations. We can't hold on to the stories that we tell ourselves. We have to let all of that go in order for us to open up our hearts again. So yeah, I had this realization this morning. It's a very beautiful realization. And now I just pray that I can keep this knowledge and remember this knowledge, especially when I'm being triggered, and especially when, I'm going through the depths of life, is to keep this heart open, this heart pure, and remind myself to not let anybody dim that light. And if they do decide to dim that light, I will defeat them by spreading that love and, keeping my heart open and giving that love back out to the universe. Because I think that's how we are going to tackle the demons and the dark energies that keep us small, that keep us stuck. That 3D tangible reality that we're stuck in. And they say, like, love prevails, like love wins. And it's true. It really does win. But you have to believe in it. You have to be open to receiving and giving it. You can't just think it in your ego mind. You have to actually embody it, think it with your soul body, observe it from the outside, observe all situations from the outside. Because if you're not doing that, you're just going to stay stuck and looping in this negative, low vibrational field. But once you break free from that and you open your mind up a little bit more, and you start to see things with your soul body and your soul mission, that is where the change and the transformation actually truly happens. And you shouldn't do it for anybody else with the expectation of getting something from somebody else. You should be doing it for you and you only. And that is the downloaded message that I had for today. And my goodness, it was a good one, because I needed to hear that. So, yeah. Any whoosies, many blessings, much love. Take this with you on your journey and open your heart up, release the ego mind, and, kick evil's butt, pretty much. Yeah. All right. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Mwah.